Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Bimal Master. I'm the Chief Mentor for IMS in Mumbai. And I welcome you to this special webinar titled Basics of Digital Marketing and Trending Careers in 2025. This webinar is part of an initiative by IMS called Management Masterclass, a sneak peek into the management pedagogy. This initiative is a result of our constant endeavor to impart and enhance our students' knowledge. We have conceptualized these sessions so that students get a first-hand experience in B-School pedagogy by expert faculty members on different subjects being offered in an MBA course. It is akin to attending an introductory B-School session on that given topic. It will help you get a gist of important subjects and be equipped in making better selections for your MBA courses. So coming to our topic for today, we're going to talk about digital marketing. Now, digital marketing, also called online marketing, is the promotion of brands to connect with potential customers using the internet and other forms of digital communication. This, of course, includes not only email and social media and web-based advertising, but also text and multimedia messages as a marketing channel. In fact, a report by the McKinsey Global Institute says that India's core digital sectors like IT and communications could double in size by 2025, creating millions of jobs. They published a report called Digital India Technology to Transform a Connected Nation, which says that the productivity unlocked by the digital economy could create as many as 60 million to 65 million jobs by 2025, many of them requiring functional digital skills, according to their estimates. Meanwhile, the core digital sectors such as IT, business process management, digital communication services, and electronics manufacturing could see their GDP levels double to between $355 billion to $435 billion by 2025. So for today's session, the key takeaways from today's session will be, firstly, why digital marketing matters, and we'll look at it with a case study. Second, the types of digital marketing. Third, what makes a digital marketer, right? Then change in the era of social media marketing, digital marketing trends to know in 2022, and finally, the trending careers to be in 2025. So to throw more light on this exciting subject and to present his perspective on the topic, I'm pleased to invite Dr. Sathya Saminadan RS, the Assistant Professor for Marketing at IFMR Graduate School of Business, KREA University. Dr. Sathya completed his MBA from IFMR and has 19 rich years of work experience, of which 10 years were in the industry and 9 years in academia. His initial career started with a pharmaceutical company as a sales representative. Later, he moved to the aviation industry and from there into the banking sector. He has had a vibrant career growth, starting as a sales executive to assistant vice president. He has served and has been a part of every marketing department, including sales, training, digital marketing, and product strategy. He has headed branches in a bank, led a team of managers who were responsible for revenue and broadening the market. In 2010, he joined the Great Lakes Institute of Management as a lecturer for marketing, signaling his move towards his passion of becoming a teacher. Dr. Sathya then went on to complete his PhD in digital marketing in alliance with search and purchase behavior of the consumer from the SCS-VMV University in Kanchipuram. Finally, speaking a little bit about the institute that he represents, the IFMR Graduate School of Business, KREA University is located in Sri City, Andhra Pradesh, and is spread across a 40-acre fully residential green campus. The institute provides a vibrant intellectual foundation of theory, knowledge, skills, and perspectives that is further enriched by a unique interwoven approach. IFMR GSB is accredited by the South Asian Quality Assurance System for a period of 5 years since December 2017. Also, the institute has been ranked 47th for private MBA by NIRF 2019. IFMR GSB offers 5 courses including MBA, Executive MBA, Management Development Programs, certificate courses, and the PhD. So it is wonderful to have you with us today, sir. Right, welcome to this session. So Dr. Sathya, may I now request you to address our listeners.
Thank you, Bimal. Thanks for the wonderful introduction, and also you have made my life easy by giving a good introduction about the college as well. So I'm going to show you some interesting. So good evening, folks. By the way, as he rightly said, I work as a marketing professor at IFMR Graduate School of Business. So my name is Sathya, and uh, I'm going to give you a lecture for the next probably about 60 minutes from now. Okay, from now. So before I start, I would want to tell you that I have made the presentation as interesting as possible. So it will certainly be not boring to you. I can assure you that, because I have taken some good examples, good pictures, which are going to be very interesting to you, right? So with that assurance, I will do my customary thing. I'm here to promote my institution, obviously. So I'm not going to talk more about it, because Mr. Bimal has already given a good introduction. But what I'm going to talk about is the values which we are offering. Excellence, ethics, inclusivity, and also accountability are our values. And you must be knowing it by now. IFMR has become KREA University. So we have some top class people on the board. In fact, one of our board members, Dr. Anant Nageshwaran, has become the India's chief economic advisor a couple of days ago. So that was on news all over. It was all on the LinkedIn and all that. So you must have read. So these are the areas we offer in the institution: the data science, finance, and we have something called as quantitative finance, which we call it as our USP, and organizational behavior and human resource, economics, operations, marketing, where I belong, and also the strategic management. We have eminent and wonderful professors to teach all the subjects offered in every area. And you can go through the profile of all our professors on the website. All of them are very well read. We've got a good blend of corporate and academia in almost all the areas which we offer. So the professors do bring in a lot of different colors during the classroom teaching. So that's what I would want to insist over here. These are the important dates for admissions. I hope you must have gone through this in our website and also the IMS website. So so be vigilant about it. So don't miss the dates. Take your time to fill up your application. Application forms are exhaustive, so it may take some time. But end of the day, these are the dates, and we have a couple of rounds. So the information about both rounds are here. This is more interesting to you all. So this is the placement report of 2019 and 2021. 2022 is still happening. So maybe the new report can also be published on the website, I believe. But this is the finished data. 175 students we placed last time in spite of the pandemic, and it was very intense. That point of time, we didn't have anything, including a vaccine and all that. But in spite of all that, our placement team worked really hard. And this is the figure we have got at the end of the year. So, and a lot of very, very good companies have come. A lot of new companies have come. Many companies, I've just pasted the gist of it. Many of them, almost more than 120 companies are visiting the campus year on year. So with that note, let me get into what I'm going to do now. Digital marketing, right? So many people, many of you are MBA aspirants, and you all know what is digital marketing, I hope. So digital marketing is all about having an interactive website, right? Digital marketing is creating a Facebook page, a Twitter page, an Instagram page for the company. Okay. So the next 1 hour, which I'm going to talk, I'm going to consider you people as entrepreneurs. Okay. And I'm going to give you some kind of suggestions if you're going to become an entrepreneur. I think the ultimatum of MBA is to become an entrepreneur at some point of time, right? So maybe not immediately after completing MBA, but after 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, depending on the capability and stuff. But when you become an entrepreneur, you would certainly want to do digital marketing, I'm sure. So when you do digital marketing, you may wonder what is digital marketing. So I'm going to put yourself as the aspiring entrepreneurs now, not the aspiring MBA aspirants, but then I'm going to put yourself in the shoes of entrepreneurs and talk to you. So having a digital market, according to me, according to all of us, digital marketing is an interactive website, creating a Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page for the company, and posting regular contents, regularly posting the videos on the YouTube channel, right? And replying to all the queries raised by our followers on the social media page and having an interactive platform, right? This is called as digital marketing in a traditional market, right? But I would rather say this is not digital marketing. Digital marketing is something beyond all this. Beyond all this. Digital marketing is not something which I'm going to do to my customer as an information portal. No. If I'm going to pass on information through all the platforms which I have, nobody wants to read that. Why would I want to read somebody's posting, somebody's article, somebody's video? Why would I want to even see them when I know that they're desperate to sell something to me? There is a kind of desperation behind. There is a kind of motive behind. Why would I want to know that motive? So digital marketing is a collective terms for websites, blogs, all the other applications, and understanding the behavior of the followers. We are going to talk about this word behavior for the next 1 hour. So if you ask me what is more important in digital marketing, the recent era, understanding the behavior. Okay, we are going to talk about that. Look at this. Ian Dodson is a stalwart in digital marketing. He has written a couple of good, wonderful books. You must read whenever you have time. He said something like this: social media is all about making your followers to be your partners. Wow, what a statement it is. Partners. If I'm going to ask you folks, I'm going to ask you, which is the last movie you saw? What is the last write-up you read? Which is the last restaurant you visited? Which is the last resort you stayed? Which is the last travel agency you booked your tickets? You will all give me an answer, but all those answers will certainly have Google being a part of it. You must have selected many of these from Google only. How do we select? Not by the advertisements. We don't want to believe advertisements these days, don't we? If somebody is going to call themselves as the #1 company in this world, if IFMR graduate of School of Business wants to say that we are the next Harvard, would you want to believe it? No. I won't want to. Nobody wants to. But when will we believe them? We will believe them only if the others are going to say that. Who are the others? The customers, the existing customers. I am saying today is a Friday. At the end of the day, I am going to select a movie and watch based on the review I've got about a movie on in the Netflix on the Google. If a movie had scored 4.5 out of 5 on Netflix from the people who have seen it, I would probably see that movie. That is what Ian Dodson says. Ian Dodson says you are not going to have customers anymore. You are going to be your partners. Now the question is, will they do that? Will they promote your mobile phone? Will they promote a two-wheeler? Will they promote a washing machine? No. Why would I want that? Am I getting anything in return? I go to a restaurant and I eat and I pay ₹1,000 as the bill. When I come out, I'm extremely happy with the way the service and the quality of the food and everything. But do I want to write a review about that hotel immediately? No, I don't want to. I don't have time. So who is responsible for making the customers to write the review, to become the partners to the company, to the service you're offering? It is the company which owns. Okay. So the purpose of digital marketing is all about conversion. Folks, I'm telling you, any marketing, for example, any marketing effort, the end point of a marketing effort is conversion. Okay. But where does the conversion happens? The conversion happens on a website. You can have a Facebook page, you can have an Instagram page, you can have a Twitter page, you can have a YouTube channel, you can have a blog. But end of all that, the customer can purchase your product only from the website. You read about IFMR GSB in all the platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook page, everything. End of the day, you purchase the application form only from the website. So the website is going to be one of the most important platform. Website is going to be the important platform. Now, unfortunately, most of the startup firms are saying that I don't want websites. I don't want to maintain a website. All that I want is to, maintain a good Instagram page, which won't work out. Website is the most important. It's a nucleus. So traffic should come to the website. How many websites do you visit in a day? Put yourself in the shoes. Do you visit any of the website? No. Unless you have a purpose. Imagine you want to purchase a car. Then you visit a website, Maruti, Hyundai, Honda. When you want to join a course, then you visit the KREA University, Great Lakes, Willinker, so and so on. But otherwise, if you don't have a purpose, do you visit any website? No. I visit Facebook. I visit a couple of other YouTube channels. That's all. Couple of websites on a daily basis. Otherwise, I don't visit any of the websites. So to make the traffic to come to the website, you require something, and that something is called a search engine optimization, SEO. I'm sure I have about 92 participants now here. I'm sure out of 92 participants, 90% of you will know the word SEO. It has become a colloquial word. It's no more a technical word in the digital marketing industry. But if you ask me what is SEO, I may not know. Okay, I'm just putting the foundation over here so that when I get into the crux of it, you will understand why I'm talking about it. SEO. So there are two important variables which will lead to SEO. The first one is engagement. The other one is optimization techniques. If I'm going to talk more to my customers, I'm going to engage myself, and my platforms are going to become engaging platforms. Almost all the companies in the world today started talking to their customers on the Facebook page, on the Instagram page, Twitter page. That will lead to SEO. And SEO will lead to traffic to the website. And the traffic will lead to more purchase. That is the model. And the second one is optimization techniques. Okay, so as I said earlier, website is going to be the nucleus, and you have various things to be done on the website. So website is the most important thing in the digital marketing world. Now, nobody wants to visit a website, as I said, okay, unless I have a purpose. Or if the website is going to come on the top of the SERP, search engine results page, okay. Some of you must have heard of this guy. If you have not, you should certainly be Googling about him, worth Googling about him, because he is a stalwart in the area of digital marketing, Neil Patel. Neil Patel said something phenomenal, folks. He said the dynamics of every business is different. However, in click and mortar, look at the way how he has put, instead of brick and mortar, he's calling it as click and mortar. The bottom line is to put yourself on the top of Google Index. Wow. Google Index. Data says, folks, 92% of the crawlers coming to any website, visitors coming to any website, comes from the first page of Google. Put yourself on the shoes. You can know. The last time when you went to a website, whichever website it can be a sports website, it can be a purchase website, it can be a airline website, any website, movie website, whatever it is. You must have gone to a website because that website appeared on the first page of Google. 92% of the people comes to any website because it appears on the first page. The rest 8% comes from the second page. So what happens to the people comes on the third page, third, fourth, fifth, sixth to million? It's almost dead wood. So Mr. Neil Patel says it is almost like a dead body if you are going to come on the third page onwards. Now, the question is, how will I put myself on the first page? Is it easy? Look at this photograph. This activity is called as Swayamvar. Okay, this is nowhere connected to Ramayana or anything. I am just taking this photograph for explaining you this activity. Swayamvar. In the previous era, probably 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, in this country, India, Bharat, okay, so there used to be a way with which the princess selected the prince, or probably the bride selected the bridegroom. Swayamvar. You know what is a Swayamvar? Swayamvar is almost like, people who don't know Swayamvar, I'm just going to explain. Swayamvar is a mini Olympics. You know, the prince's father, the king of the country, would call all the nearby territory kings, whoever is eligible to marry, the bachelors, okay, the kings of the nearby territories, he will invite them for an event called Swayamvar. When they come to that particular territory for that event, they will showcase all their talents in archery, wrestling, weightlifting, swimming, many things, business ideologies, strategies, war strategies. They are tested in various parameters. And when they showcase their talents and when they showcase their strategical brain, the princes will be giving points for every single parameter. Weightlifting, 2 points. Wrestling, 5 points. Likewise. I'm not even joking. That's how it was happening. At the end of this, whoever tops that particular Swayamvar, whoever scores more number of points from the princes will go and put a garland on the neck of that prince, that king, and he becomes her life partner. This is called a Swayamvar. Excuse me, why are you talking about Swayamvar in a digital marketing session? Are you deviating from the topic? No, I'm very much there on the topic. Swayamvar is nothing but how the Google selects a website. Now I told you that only the first 10 links which comes on the Google page will get the visitors. Maybe there's 2 pages, second page. Okay. Will get the 8% of the people. Now, how to put myself on the top of Google is the question. It is very similar to this activity called a Swayamvar. Google will give points for every activity you do on the digital world. Let it be website, let it be Facebook page, let it be Twitter page, let it be YouTube page, blog. Every single platform you are maintaining on the digital world will be monitored by Google. Whoever does wonderful job in all the platforms will get the maximum points, and that guy will be, that particular website will be reaching the top. This goes on and on and on. And how many days that Google does this? Every day. How long can I stay on the first page? There is no guarantee. You can come down to third page in just 3 hours time. Google does this calculation, this dynamics every day, day in and day out. That is called as search engine results page, SERP, SERP. So what I'm going to talk about now is the first important thing which you should do as a digital marketer if you want to put your page on top. The first thing, there are several parameters. Right? Now, from now onwards, I'm going to call it a Swayamvar, and I'm going to call Google as a woman. I'm going to address Google as she or her. Okay, because she is the princess, she is the boss. Right? So Google selects somebody to put on the top by one important method that's called as SEO, search engine optimization. Now, what is SEO? Okay. The first thing and says SEO is, there is a close brother to the SEO. And that guy's name is called as keyword. Keyword. Keyword is a close brother. Now, keyword is an important terminology. So the keyword is the most important factor which will decide any website to come on top or not. Right? So keyword is not a word. It can be a sentence too. Collection of words are called as keywords. Long-tailed keywords, it's called as. Okay, just don't get into the technical stuff. I'm just going to give you all the examples like as I give it to a layman. So this is called as, for example, imagine I go and get down in Bangalore. I'm reaching Bangalore for the I'm visiting Bangalore for the first time. So what I do, I don't know the best restaurant I have nearby. I get down from the railway station in the train, and I wanted to go to a restaurant now. Now what I do, cheap and best restaurant in Bangalore is what I type. Okay, the cheap, best restaurant, Bangalore. All these are called as keywords. So now what happens, there are some 10 links which comes on the first page, 10 links on the second page, third page, fourth page, like that, hundreds of pages. Now, as I said earlier, 92% of the people, it's a proven data, comes only to the websites which come on the first page. So I go to the first few links which comes on the top. Now the question is, why did Google select those first 10 pages on the first page, and why Google selected the other people on the second page and so on? Is a question, right? So for which you need to understand there is a technique called as keyword stuffing. Keyword stuffing. If I'm going to stuff these keywords, the cheap, best restaurant, Bangalore, in all the write-ups I do on Facebook, on Twitter, on website, on blog, on YouTube channel, or whatever, whichever platform I'm in, then Google is going to understand, okay, this guy is the right guy, and she's going to put me on the top. I have to stuff these keywords. I have to stuff these keywords, cheap, best restaurant in Bangalore, right? I'll show you an example. What I'll do is I will share once again. I'll stop this share and share a Google page. I hope you all can see the Google page now.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. So I'm going to type something like this: best digital marketing company in Chennai. This is the keywords I'm using: best digital marketing Chennai company Chennai. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of companies here. I'm getting a lot of companies. Let me go to the page number 2. So I find this company called Social Beat. Okay, Social Beat is a known company to me. I have the luxury to use them in a public forum. That's why. So this Social Beat, you will always find it in page number 1 or page number 2 when I'm typing this best digital marketing company in Chennai. I want to know how this company is coming on the first page, whereas look at the number of pages I have below. I have more than 10, and if I go to 10, I will have another 10. So you will have hundreds of pages behind. So I want to know how this company is coming here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a right click, and I'm going to just go to this company website, Social Beat, and I'm going to do a right click here, and I'm going to analyze this page. You may not have this option because you don't have this tool called Keyword Everywhere. I have this tool. That's why I'm having this option. Analyze this page. I'm just going to analyze this page. I'm just clicking on analyzing that page. It may take a couple of seconds, but worth waiting for it. So look at this. They have analyzed the page, and look at the digital word, that keyword which I used, digital. How many times it has occurred? 41 times. Digital marketing has occurred. Where is that? Okay, digital marketing has occurred 27 times. Chennai, 18 times. And look at the percentage of density. It's called as density percentage. Out of 100 words, how many times it has been used? 4.21 times. Digital marketing, 5.54 times. Chennai, all this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to page number 10 and click this company called as Nellai SEO. I have, to save some time, I've already opened and kept it. You go to page number 10, you can find this company, Nellai SEO, which came in the page number 10. As I said, beyond page number 2, you are a dead wood. So this company has come in page number 10. I want to know why this company has come in page number 10. I'm just going to do the same what I did with Social Beat, and I'm going to wait for the result. Okay, so Nellai SEO, they call themselves as the best company for digital marketing. They may certainly be, but for this keyword, they are appearing in the page number 10. Yes, look at this. The digital marketing agency is a keyword they have used, and the occurrence is only 3 times. Density is 0.33. Okay, Chennai comes only 10 times, and the density is 0.37. Out of 100 words being used, only 0.37 times they are using this word Chennai. That is why they are coming in the page number 10. You can do that for all the websites which comes on the Google. So what you understand from this one small example, I'm going to come back to my website, slide. So what you understand here is that the keyword have to be stuffed. To what extent? Can I stuff it 50%, 80%? Cheap best restaurant Bangalore, cheap best restaurant Bangalore, cheap best restaurant Bangalore. If I'm going to type that out in the entire page, will I be able to come on the top of the Google? Again, I'm telling you, Google is a very, very smart princess. She understands your desperation. If you're going to be too desperate, she's going to abandon you. She's going to completely penalize you. She's going to put you in the page number 100. So there is a limit for you to stuff. That stuffing limit is called as 5 to 8% or 3 to 8%. It can be between 3 and 8%. When I'm writing an article for 100 words, 3 to 8 times the keywords should appear in that article. If I'm going to be 1,000 times, 30 to 80 times, right? Then that will be given points. So if you are going to ask me whether if I'm going to do this keyword thing rightly, will I be coming on the first page? No, you will just get some points. As I said earlier, Google will be giving you points. So the maximum number of points are given to the keyword planning. Now, another question can crop up in your mind. How will I know that my customers will type only these keywords to search me? Can they be, won't they be typing other words too? Yes, they may certainly be. For that, you have to do a keyword research. That is a very, very lengthy topic. I may have to talk for 5 hours or 6 hours for that. I don't have time to talk about it. When you come to IFMR GSB, we have a course called digital marketing. We also have a certification program. When you sign up for that, you may probably be taught about it. Right now, you should understand that once you understand what are the keywords which are used by your customers to search you, you should stuff them on the write-ups, on the hashtags, on the videos, on the descriptions of your videos. Wherever you have space, you can use those keywords, and that will be counted by Google. Now, you have to have presence in all the platforms. Now, the question is, how will Google understand whether my website is as same as the Facebook page I have? Imagine I have tatamotors.com, www.tatamotors.com. I also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/tatamotors. I also have an Instagram page, instagram.com/tatamotors. I also have a YouTube page, youtube.com. Google may not know. Google may not know. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is, how will Google understand whether the YouTube page, the Facebook page, the Twitter page, or the internet, the website are all coming from one company, are all coming from the same brand? Google may not know. So what you should do is you should integrate. What is integration? When I go to website, I should have a link to go to Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page, YouTube page. Similarly, when I go to YouTube page, I should have a link for all the other 4 platforms. So that is called as integration. If you don't do integration, Google will not understand that this guy is maintaining the platforms in a proper manner, and she will not give you points. Integration is a very, very small, simple step, but many companies fail to understand that since they don't integrate, they don't get SEO points. Very important. Integration. Regular videos. You need to have a good camera, lab, editor, budget, everything. Now I will come back to that, but before that, I wanted to talk something about blogging. There are 2 types of blogging. One is apparent blogging, the other one is imperceptible blogging. Apparent blogging means the blog which comes from the same website. Imagine Times of India is a company, they have their own blog. Times of India blog can have blogs.timesofindia.com is a blog, is the URL for blogs. That is apparent blogging. We all know that this blog comes from the Times of India blog. The other one is imperceptible blogging, which will not showcase the identity. It will be in the incognito mode, but they will talk about various things in their blog. You can use both. Okay. But end of the day, what happens is that if it is imperceptible blogging, it will not give you any SEO points. Okay. So this is a design blogs.designerappliances.com is a imperceptible blog of this company called LG, which nobody knows. Okay. But when you go into this blog, you will find a lot of news about the appliances. Okay. So both can be managed. Blog is one of the important thing. As I said earlier, in blogging also you can do keyword stuffing. But if you integrate only, the keyword stuffing is considered. As I said earlier, it can be between 3 to 5%. And digital marketing is a very slow process. I'm telling you, most of the companies in the world, in the country, I actually consult some companies in the startup, the startup firms. The problem with the startup firms is that whenever they start a company and start a website and also a Facebook page and a Twitter page and a purchasing website, they would want immediately all the people to follow them. So when they come to a digital marketing consultant like me, they will always ask me, how will I be able to get 1 million followers in the next 3 months? I will tell them that you can't get. That is not possible. Digital marketing is not a magic stick where you wag and the 1 million followers will come behind you. No, you will have to do this consistently for several months. All the basics, the hygiene factors have to be done every day. Okay, on a daily basis, day in and day out. If you do, in 3 to 6 months, you will see improvements. The Google rankings will improve. You will from 110 page, you will come to 45th page. Then slowly you'll go to 30th page. Then you'll come to top 10 pages. Then you'll come into the top 3. So it will take a lot of time. Okay, digital marketing is that. Okay, so how many articles should I write in a blog for the improvement on the digital front? You are expected to write 300 to 450 articles a year. If you don't, you won't get the. But how to get them? I have a company which I have only three people are there, only 5 people are there. How is it possible for me to write 350 to 400 blogs? You have several tools for that, which again, as I said, can help. I can help you with that when you come to a regular course. But you can also do this. You can ask some top managers to write blogs. You can tie up with some education institutions. The professors will be ready to write blogs. You can also outsource bloggers, as I said, the freelancer.com. There is a website. So there are ways and means with which you can increase the blog. So blogging is one of the important, beyond website, blogging is one of the important parameters for the Google to put you on the top. Right? The next one is engagement platforms, daily engagement, hashtags, photo marketing, influencers. So let me go to the next one, the first one. See, look at this. This guy has written, Michael has written something about his disappointment with Amex. Okay, so he has bashed them, if you see, and he has written this 8 minutes ago, which means 8 minutes ago he has written a complaint tweet. Okay, American Express has immediately replied 5 minutes ago, which means in just about 3 minutes time, these guys have replied saying that, sorry to hear this, looping in our Ask Amex team as they may help you, as they may be able to help you. So now imagine if this guy is going to be helped by this team called Ask Amex in the next 2-3 minutes, or maybe in 1 day or so, whatever. This guy, Michael Caro, can actually become a loyalist. The best part of digital marketing is you can make the disappointing customer into a loyalist. So what happens is the loyalism, the loyalty for any customer comes in only when they are helped during a troubling time. That is possible in the digital marketing, in the social media marketing. Today's market is all about that. Interact with your customer, accept their compliments, also advise them during their tough times. If they are going to complain about you, accept that and resolve the complaint immediately. All these are called as engagements, folks. And when you do these engagements regularly, the customer will not only become a loyalist, over the period, he will become a referral to you. He will start talking about you to his friends. He will give you a star rating on the website. He will write a blog about you on a blogging site. End of the day, he is going to become your partner, which is what Mr. Neil Patel said. He has to become your partner. That will happen over the period. Volkswagen, many companies, almost all the companies in the world are interactive these days, the good companies I'm talking about. Right? Yes, this is a good, wonderful example, Maggie. I don't know, you guys must be very young at that point of time. Yeah, 8-9 years ago, Maggie was known for a very, very bad reason. They said that the lead content was more, and they were almost all the Maggie packets from a supermarket and a grocery shop were sent back to the factory. And the Indian government they banned Maggie from selling in any of the outlets for almost a year, more than a year, I believe. So during this break time, all that Maggie did was to interact with their people. Look at the number of questions they were asked on the Facebook page. And they were politely replying to all the questions. During this time, I'm telling you, if a product is not going to be available for 18 months, and when they come back after 18 months, they will struggle to get their market back. It will take a lot of time because their competitors must have taken the gap, filled the gap. But for Maggie, it was a cakewalk. When they came back after 18 months, they took away the same market where they left. That is because of the social media relationship they have. Engagement platforms. Very, very vital. Very vital. Pulsar, look at this. They are running a contest every week on the Facebook page. Look at this, Walmart. So here they are saying, they are asking you to either like or share. If you like, it means that you like this flavor on the left side. If you're going to share, then you are going to like the other flavor, which is on the right side, right? This is, look at the number of shares they've got and likes they've got, and the number of people commented the below. 53,000 people have liked it. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here is that this is not a it is not a regular post. This is a market research. Now, by this, they can understand which product or which flavor is liked by more number of people, and they will improve on the other product. It is a research. Very, very, very easy, very, very important and very simple, but still. Look at this, the wonderful example of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, the great legend, the superstar of the Hindi movies. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan had commented, Vodafone, I have a problem. Sending messages but failing. Receiving SMS but not going. Help. He has written on 31st January 2017 at 7:16 p.m. Okay. So we are expecting the Vodafone to come and revert back on the Twitter immediately. But what has happened is different. Reliance came and they said, we would be happy to deliver a Jio SIM to you and activate it instantly, Bachchan sir, based on your Aadhaar card. What time? Look at the time, 7:48. This is called as flank marketing, folks. Flank marketing. We call it as flank marketing. Nailing the opportunity of a competitor, which is given by the competitor. Competitor is giving a gap. He is somewhat fumbling for some reason. During that fumble time, I'm going to capture the market. Possible in digital marketing, interactive websites, interactive platforms. Netflix. Okay. So they make some wonderful advertisements, creative ads. Domino's Pizzas. If you are going to use this hashtag, let's do lunch in your tweet, you are going to get some discount. So more photos, more followers, online activities with influencers, online contests with Volkswagen actually ran a contest called Punch Dub. I don't have time to show it here, but you can Google about it and read. Punch Dub, which means whenever you see a Volkswagen, you have to punch the person who is standing next to you. He can be a third person, he can be an unknown guy, but you have to punch and you have to record that in a video and put it on the Facebook page. It's a crazy contest, but it worked out really well for them. You know, not in India, in the US, almost it has increased the sales by 8 to 10% in that year because of that one contest. It's a case study. Look at this. Renault, the company Renault, is using some celebrities on Instagram. Okay, the influencers to drive a car and post a picture. Look at the number of likes they have scored. He has scored. Right? So all these are called as interactive, platforms, which is a part of digital marketing in the current market. And videotainment, YouTube. Okay, 5 types of promotions can be done on YouTube. One of the best technique was to bring, one of the most important best technique is to bring to your website. As I said earlier, ultimatum is to bring them to the website. If you don't do all this, nobody wants to visit your website. Right? So talk beyond advertisements. Okay. Direct promotion of the videos. I want to show you some example. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, let me once again, I'll stop the share and I'll come back with the YouTube channel. Look at this. So I'm not going to run the video completely here. I'm just going to show you what type of video they have put. So this is from the company Toyota. Okay, this company Toyota, we all know that. And we must be expecting Toyota to post a video about their product. But what they are doing here is, okay, so when I'm just forwarding it, so what you can see here is the video is all about how to change a tire. Very useful video. how to fix a flat tire. Imagine you're going for a long drive and your tire is going to become flat. How are you going to fix it? This is not related to Toyota. This is not related to any kind of selling, but this is a very useful video for everybody. So anybody who is going to search for it during their long drive when they have a trouble, they are going to get this particular video on the top. Now the best thing what you can see here is that you look at the number of people who have commented and also the people who have liked it. So this is how on YouTube you can actually post a lot of wonderful videos, not only related to your business. See, last time when I had a management development program, I had a management development program with Hyundai people, Hyundai top management. I told them about this. Okay, you can actually post videos which are not related to your products, but the videos should be related to your industry. What will happen due to that is that many people will start coming to your website, your YouTube channel, and that will give you a lot of interaction. More and more people, the traffic comes to any of your platforms. Let it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube or website, blog or whatever. Any of your platforms is drawing more number of traffic, will be given points by Google, will be considered more points by Google. And when somebody is going to search the keywords, your website is going to come on top, which is the ultimatum. So to get more traffic, you should have some generic videos, is what I said. Now, before I complete this lecture, I'm going to show you a video. And this video will run for about 3-4 minutes, I believe. And it is about somebody who is a stalwart in marketing. Okay, that guy's name is Mr. Kevin Roberts. Kevin Roberts was one of the greatest marketer in this world. He was doing marketing for several big companies. He's one of the marketing gurus. He talks something about digital marketing. I want to show you that before I end my lecture. Let me share it. One sec. I hope you're able to see the video here. I mean, the video file. So this is played for the next 6 minutes, but it's a very, very wonderful video. I hope with that we will be ending the lecture. So Mr. Kevin Roberts is talking about 3 important questions you should evaluate yourself before a marketing campaign, right? So I want all the aspirants of MBA to listen to this because it's going to be very, very useful to you.
Many of you are in marketing. Hands up, the people who are in marketing. Thank you. Marketing is dead. Not because you put your hands up. So the whole marketing, I think Philip spoke about 3.0, which is right. The whole notion of marketing about creating customers and creating products and creating brands and creating competitive advantage, they're all table stakes. But you can no longer command and control. You can no longer engage in selling by yelling. You can no longer push. The role of marketing departments now is much bigger. It is to create a movement. You do not buy an iPad or an iPod for their functional benefits. You buy them because you want to be part of the Apple movement. You want to show everybody you're creative, you're hip, that you think different. You've got to be part of a movement. That's the role of marketing today. You only need to ask 3 questions when an advertising agency presents you with an idea or when you have to evaluate an idea from your own people. The first question you ask is very simple. You need to spend no more money on advertising research. It's all wasted. Waste of time. Because people spend money on research, the advertising runs and it doesn't work, and they do the same thing over and over again. That's really stupid. 3 questions to ask when you see a piece of film, no matter whether it's going to be on YouTube or whether it's going to be on your mobile or on TV. Do I want to see it again? I turned the TV on last night. A dramatic mistake. But I have no life, really. There was not one commercial I ever wanted to see again. When you drive in from the airport, if I was the mayor, I would ban all outdoor advertising because it is painful. Zero creativity. I don't want to see any of it ever again. It is pollution without ideas. Do you want to see it again is the only question you have to ask. The second question you ask, do I want to share it? Because now, if you see something great, what's the first thing you do? Boom. Boom. People here are tweeting now, they're blogging now, they're photographing now, they're sharing now. Boom. And if they're not, it's because it's not very interesting. Okay? Do I want to share it? Because great stuff you share instantly. And the third question you ask, do I want to improve it? Do I want to add my soundtrack, my kid, my idea, my brand into this? Because now you can. All you need is a tiny piece of Apple equipment and you can do anything you want. So many people wanted to see that again. 17 million people downloaded it in 3 days. We canceled the entire media plan. Why buy television when 17 million people have downloaded it? Did people want to share it? 17 million did. Do people want to improve it? We had 174 improvements in the on the first day. Here's one of them.
Thank you. If I'm being honest with you, the act isn't great, and the image is horrendous. Okay.
So
Thank
that's so why I wanted to show that over to you here is that, you know, nowadays it is not going to be only the one-way marketing. All that you are going to do is to interactive marketing. So you have to involve all the people who are around you to market yourself. As I said from the beginning, now the future of marketing, the digital marketing, is going to include all. It's going to be inclusivity. You are going to include all your customers along with you, and you are going to make them as your partners, and they are going to vouch for you in several platforms, because we purchase almost all the products. If I'm going to tell you the data, almost 77% of any product being bought by anybody in India is basically because of the word of mouth. So where do we get the word of mouth? Nowadays, it's on Google, it's on internet, it's on the review site, blog site, all that. So the future is going to be certainly going to be digital. If you had seen the last budget which has happened a couple of days ago, Many things have been talked, many things have been spoken by the finance minister about the digitalization. So digital is going to be the future. And there are certain things which are going to come up. If you go to down the line, you can become a content manager. English is not the only qualification. If I'm not going to be good at English, it's okay. You can still be a content manager, because content manager is a person who must have more than the language or the vocabulary, the creativity. If I'm going to generate an idea and make it as an advertisement and launch it on Google or on Facebook or on Twitter or on YouTube, nothing like it. That is how it's going to work in the future. There is the important designation which is coming up these days, which is called as virtual reality editors. I'm sure all of us have got a smartphone with us, and every one of us must be having at least a couple of games. I'm sure every one of us must be playing some games when we have free time, when we are traveling in a train or a flight, or when we are sitting idle. Game is the only saving grace for all of us. And the gaming sector is a booming one, and it is going to be a future for the people to become virtual reality editors. SEO specialists, as I said earlier, how good are you in understanding your customers? Now, as I was talking about, I told you the keywords, the importance keywords, but I didn't tell you how to find the keywords. That will actually be an interesting topic, but it is for a longer discussion. But end of the day, all that we do is behavioral marketing. Okay, we are all into the behavioral marketing. Every single activity of you and me are recorded, and data is shared with the other companies. Now, it's right or wrong is a philosophical question. It's a debatable question, but that is what happens now. See, for example, you and me are watching a same YouTube channel, same YouTube video. Your advertisement and my advertisement will be different. Your advertisements will be completely based on your behavior, whereas my advertisements will be based on my behavior, right? And that is called as behavioral targeting. And for that, what you require is to understand the search engine optimization, right? SEO specialists are going to be the future. UX designers, applications. If you're going to be a real good designer of an app, how many apps do you have in your phone? We have many apps, right? So all those apps are designed by somebody. So if you're going to be a designer of an app, good app, wonderful app, how many number of downloads are going to decide the fate of the company? UX designers are going to be the future. And email marketing specialist. Are you serious? Do you really need an email marketing specialist? Folks, believe me, gone are those days where I'm going to send an email for 100,000 people and wait for their response. Today, I have to send personalized emails with a personalized message. Okay. For example, if I'm going to send an email, 77 people are there now on this audience. If I'm going to send 77 emails, I have to have a different content for all the 77 people. Okay, is it possible? Yes, it is. How is it possible? Again, it's a discussion for a longer, the session. But then emails are going to be the future. But if the email, many people, we don't even open many of the emails. How do you say that it's an effective marketing? How to make somebody to open the email is going to be the first challenge which an email marketing specialist will undergo. And again, that has got a lot of strategies to discuss about. And artificial intelligence specialists, for which you have to do a big data analysis and data mining. The future is data analytics. Wherever you go, you are finding a certification program on data analytics, big data analytics, data mining certification program. So you find a lot of data related certification. All these will lead to an artificial intelligence specialized jobs. Okay. So all these are going to be the trending careers in digital marketing in the coming days. And now we are at Web 2.0. It all started with Web 2.0. Today it is at Web 4.0. So to reach the capacity which is being taught to us by the digital marketing experts in the market, all that we have to do is to specialize ourselves in these areas. So with that note, I'll thank for the opportunity. I think I have covered everything in the given 1 hour time.
Yeah, so guys, that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you once again, Dr. Sathya, for a very illuminating session. I'm sure it has been of immense value to our students. Right? So thank you for taking time out from your schedule and addressing our students.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you. Nice talking.
Thank you very much. So guys, that's all that we have for today. Thank you for joining us, and see you again for our next session on Management Masterclass. Thank you.